Tru, we back. Your boy Marcus Jay
Yo,
Tru 400. We back again in the
peace.
building with another one. So, starting off, I know we've been out of action for a little minute.
No, he wasn't. It
We
was the end of the
appreciate it.
season.
I know we've been
It
out of
was
action
the
for a little
end.
minute.
It was the end of the season.
It was Tru 400 fault. But
all great shows gotta have an end of the season. That's
it
what
was
it
Tru
is.
400 fault. But
We ain't
back
Joe
to the
Budden.
situation at hand. Back to the situation at hand. What's the deal with you, man? What's been up since the last time we did this shit? Because a lot of shit done happened in the world. White people done got hit with chairs. You know, it's been a lot of shit that done happened in the world. Great events, might I add. This is going down in history. I think we need a day off. What was that, August 8th? We need
August
a day
5th,
off.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We need to make
That's
that a national holiday.
for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. National hit a
But,
motherfucker in the chair. I mean, in the head with a chair day.
Yeah, I've been cooling, man. Just it's hard to record or do certain shit when you got a crying baby in the next room. Even if your shit is fucking the room is treated like you see, you can still hear that nigga in the background. So other than that,
Hey man,
back to
rap your
coaching.
willie. That's all I can tell you, man. Rap your willie.
Man, listen, can't
I
keep
just
her
think
off
it's
you know
funny
what I
the
mean?
same nigga that keep telling me don't have kids, keep having kids. I'm just trying to figure it out. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because after your first child, you was like, don't have kids.
No,
And
I'm
then you
telling
had your second child, and then you was like, don't have kids. And then now you got your third child. You know what I'm saying? So
Man,
at this point, I'm just like, this nigga's lying to me.
You know what they say? Do as I say, not as I do. Do that.
Oh, man.
I got enough for all of us.
You ain't lying. You are not lying.
Man. But yeah, man, let's see. First of all, how I want to start it.
If you finna start with what I think you finna start with, we just gonna end it right now.
What was Melly Mel thinking, bro?
Oh my God.
What the fuck was he thinking? You've been doing all this talking. Oh, I used to be the coldest. I'm the best MC ever. I'm this, I'm that. Nigga, and you turn around. I said I wasn't gonna cuss that much no more. What was your boy thinking, man? Y'all light-skinned niggas need to get together and figure this shit out because that
Nah,
was
ain't got nothing to do with
one.
me.
That was disrespectful to hip hop. It was disrespectful to an Eminem beef, and it was disrespectful to himself. Like, what were you thinking, bro?
I mean, this the part that got me, right? They went back and they showed an interview, I guess he did with Vlad, where he was talking about what would happen if you had to diss or had a battle with Eminem.
Yeah.
And this nigga said it would be the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm like, I was born in 95. You was born in 92. So we was nowhere near raised up on Melly Mel.
Nope.
But when you say this is about to be the easiest thing in my life, I'm thinking, well, this old nigga must got some shit.
Must have the shit.
He must got some shit that we ain't heard. That pen must have went from 79 to 2023. It's still in 79. When I heard that shit, I was like, this is what you did? You went in the studio and recorded this and was like, ooh, I got him. No, you lost. You made yourself look bad. And it's so crazy because in this game, they preach so much about young niggas giving respect to the legends. And Eminem is a legend, but Melly Mel is also a legend too. But when you step out of your legendary status to do some shit like this, and it don't hit the way that it's supposed to hit from the pedestal of a legend, you kind of hurt your career a little bit with this one. And then you picked Eminem. Like, I wouldn't even be mad at that song if it was at Ja Rule. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, you win. I don't give a fuck what Ja Rule say. You win. You did this against Eminem, the greatest lyrical rapper of all time. And you thought that was going to get you a W? Mm-mm.
I don't, like, I got a lot to say, but I don't have a lot to say because it's more It's just disrespectful. This is what you brought to the table. All that yik yakking and jaw jacking you've been doing for all these years. Eminem, he's this, he's that, and he's white, and that's why this, and this is what you bring to the table. Come on, bro. That was, I don't want to say games diss was bad. It was just a terrible attempt at trying to bring something up for no reason. This Melly Mel shit, come on, bro. Come on. But let's just sweep that under the rug. We'll put that L on you light-skinned niggas. We're going to have to discuss the stuff that M was saying in that verse. Just a few lines.
Okay. Come on.
Where he said, because I had to watch a couple people's reactions, and one of the lines he said, only reason your music still plays in the club is because you still perform in it, right? So your homeboy, what's the nigga name from fucking Furious 5? I mean, no. What's the nigga name? Lord Jamar. There he is. So he went on, you're disrespecting the KRS Ones, you're disrespecting the Rakims, because all these people still perform in the club. And it's like, no, sir. We're not disrespecting them because they never said nothing about Eminem. He only talking to the niggas that's disrespecting him, saying, your music don't play in the club. Nigga, because he don't make club records. He don't make club records. Your record play in the club, that's still what? One stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, 100, 200 people might have heard it, but it was one stream.
Nobody's leaving the club saying, I got to go download that Melly Mel record he just performed. Absolutely nobody.
And how many songs? Obviously, you already know the song if it's playing in the club. It's popping somewhere. So does it matter that it's not playing in the club? Right? But he said, your music plays in the clubs because you still performing them. And he said, I perform in Japan and here and Dubai and whatever else. So, nigga, I'm performing in stadiums, packing out the stadium. It ain't a lot of niggas doing that, which is gonna be my segue to my next point. After this topic. But and then he said, the being white ain't why they put me at 5, is why they can't put me at 1. And I said, the nigga been listening. I think Eminem is a Bar Central fan. I think so. I think he knows what I be saying because I've been saying this shit. They don't give him his credit just because he white. There is no color to music. There's nothing but a voice until you see a video. So you take his color out, you take everybody's face away and just put the verses next to each other. You telling me that you gonna just look at his shit and say, he must be white because he don't use the N-word at all? He used every other word in the dictionary, but the N-word. Him being white is why y'all saying he can't be great. It ain't got nothing to do with his skill. It ain't got nothing to do with his music making. It ain't got nothing to do with relatability. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I'm talking to the fans and the haters of the show and the GOAT. The music you listen to, you don't relate to it either. Play a Lil Durk song and tell me you relate to a Chopper, anything. Play a fucking Future song and told me you popped or sold some drugs or whatever the fuck he do. Tell me you listen to Jay-Z and you been at the top pinnacle with the Black Album, or you a fucking American gangster, or you're at any level when he talking about his Audemars and his Basquiat. Yeah.
Your wife feeding the kids liquid gold. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Y'all niggas probably making $20 an hour. You think you relate to Jay-Z? The meetings he sits in, the people he deal with, you don't relate to him. But the nigga talking about, I came from the trailer park, which is the white version of the hood, right? I was homeless, which a lot of niggas are homeless now, living with their baby mamas or living with their mama. Nigga, you still homeless. Nigga, that ain't your shit, right? The nigga who had to grind coming up from nothing, nigga, that's what you relate to. He just don't say it in a way that you like it. And the beat ain't as catchy because it ain't all 808 drum. It's because everybody else is doing the same shit. But the one nigga or the one person who looks different is also doing it different. Come on, man. Just break down the songs that aren't singles. Go into the albums and listen to the albums in depth and actually pay attention to the words he's saying. He's telling you, stop talking through my shit. Like what he said on Chloroseptic, right? Y'all fucking played the song. Y'all talked through verses, folded your arms, and did your little reaction videos saying I lost it. Nah, dog. I was about to record the whole, rap the whole verse.
Yeah,
I had to
please
stop
don't.
myself.
Please don't. We get it.
You know what I'm saying? But point of the matter is, you'll sit there and you'll listen to a Jay-Z verse where he talking about all this fancy shit that you can't even spell, and say that you relate to that more than you relate to the nigga that is telling you, I'm from the gutter and I'm working my ass off to be the best at this shit. Maybe because y'all niggas is mediocre. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. And then we call Jay-Z, who is, I think we said this before, Jay-Z ain't no top lyricist. Let's
That's
just
a
keep it
fact.
being. Right? I told somebody, how's Jay-Z the GOAT when he ain't even the best rapper out of New York? And they looked at me like, and I named like 10 rappers that I don't think he's better than. Just rap. Not song quality or nothing like that. Just rap. But he the GOAT. He don't rap
That's
better
the
than
crazy
Nas, but
part.
Nas ain't the GOAT.
That's the crazy part, that it's like when you really break it down and think about it, he's not even like number 2. He's not 1B. Like, it's some niggas in between him and number 1.
Yeah.
So I really feel like I told people, the mogul shit is what a lot of niggas use to catapult him into, the GOAT, the best, number 1,
Yeah.
greatest all time. Like, no, we talking about music. Take
Just
that
straight rap.
mogul shit out, just straight rap. If you compare that nigga's raps to a couple other niggas' raps, you gonna see he ain't there. He's here, and he's very good in being consistent here. He's just not there.
Yeah.
Stop
And he
trying to
does some
add,
great shit.
because he got a label and motherfucking sports agency and clothing and motherfucking liquor. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That has nothing to do with rap.
That's Sean Carter. That's Sean
Right.
Carter with all that. Jay-Z got the 11, 12, whatever, number 1 albums. Okay, cool. Right? Sean Carter got all that business shit. He's signing them checks, Sean Carter. He ain't signing them Jay-Z. His albums is signed Jay-Z. Separate the man from the music. There's a big difference in what that in the two. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna have all the Lil Wayne over this person. That's fine, bro. That's fine. Y'all can say who y'all want.
And
to
I
as
had
the
that
GOAT.
conversation recently with a nigga. We were talking about, he's a Wayne fan, and he was like, "Who's better than Wayne?" I was like, "Eminem." Like, that goes without saying. And of course, you know, we had the little back and forth, and he brought up the same point you brought up. Oh, I just can't relate to killing my mama and murdering my baby mama. And I'm like, if that's all you heard, just say that. Like, I get so tired of hearing niggas say the same cliche shit, because he never said nothing about that in Beautiful. He never said nothing about that in Mockingbird. And you telling me you can't relate to that? Especially the nigga I was talking to was a father. So you telling me you can't relate to that? Like, you niggas choose to pick and choose when and when you can't relate to an artist, or when they don't have music that you choose not to fucking acknowledge, but you know you can. Because like I told the nigga, for most of Wayne's fucking career, his fucking subject matters have been the same.
Yep.
Rich nigga shit, drugs, and bitches. If you ain't rich, if you ain't got a stable full of bad bitches, and you don't do drugs or the drugs that he do, you can't relate. A nigga that smoke weed and that's it, or a nigga that drink wine coolers and that's it, can't tell me that he relate to a nigga that's sipping lean and pouring a foe in a soda. A nigga, he can't tell me that. You can't possibly tell me you relate to this content.
You don't. You don't.
You don't.
That's not your life, bruh. It's not.
Exactly. So what's the difference in you telling me he's more relatable than this guy when they're both talking about shit that you claim you can't relate to? Because if anything, I feel like if we just going off subject matter, not lifestyles, but just subject matter, ignoring the color, Eminem got a lot more relatable shit than Wayne do.
Yeah.
Wayne has a lot of relatable shit, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he don't, because shit like Tie My Hands and okay, those are beautiful songs. Like, he has relatable shit.
Yeah.
But if you just listen to M's whole shit, most of M's shit is talking about just coming from the gutter. The trailer park or projects in Compton, it don't make a difference. It's the hood at the end of the fucking day. Fighting with a group of niggas and having a gang war ain't no different. It's the same shit, just in two different places with different names. But the basis of shit is still the same. So whether I was in Detroit or in LA, in a trailer park or in the hood, you still talking about shit that I can relate to. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't get it. But, I digress. Niggas pick and choose when they want to,
Hey,
listen to
man,
niggas
listen,
and acknowledge them.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think on the Lord Jamar's little podcast he do, somebody put a comment like, "Oh, Eminem raps about killing his mama and fucking his daughter." I said, "What?
When does that ever happen?
When? I know he white. Don't get me wrong, but not one time in his music, at least, has he ever said that. Not one
Man.
time in his music. And I've been here since I first heard the Eminem show back in probably 03. That's when I heard it. And as I got older, I went further back, and I know everything from point A to today. And not one time has that nigga said anything about that. So the fucking stupidity of niggas just to be stupid. Oh, they just want to be down. I'm sorry, Brandy. You just want to be down. You just want to be a part of this little group that just hate the nigga for what?
For no reason.
For what? Because he white. Which in most cases, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But in this one, nah. Not my nigga. Not my nigga.
And I also want to go on record saying it's the niggas that give him the hatred is crazy to me, because whether niggas want to believe in it or not, I don't feel like you could fake something for this long. That nigga has said and stood with blacks way more than a lot of black artists that niggas support. I mean, let's just call it a spade. Because like I tell niggas all the time, niggas love Drake. That nigga ain't said one thing about black trauma and black struggles and police brutality and black injustice. Not one thing.
I ain't heard it.
But you getting fake beards and trying to grow your hair out and tanning and getting fucking fake six packs, everything you can to try to look more black to fit into this culture. But you have nothing to say about the shit that we go through. And it's crazy how people really ignore that shit and keep supporting. But here go this nigga who was talking about black injustice and white supremacy way back in 2003. This shit ain't just coming up. Niggas just found that Trump freestyle and thought, oh, he just trying to. No, nigga, go back and do your research. He been doing it. Way before this shit was even popular. Way before we had the media attention on the shit that we have today. When shit was still getting swept under the fucking rug, he was still talking about this shit. Yep. And niggas just love to ignore it. That's why I be like, boy, you niggas is beyond me.
They refuse to see the shit that's right. All you gotta do is ask. If you don't want to ask the white people in the Stand Coalition, ask me. I'm number 5 in the world now, right? Hey, what is? And when he used to win awards, he'd get up there. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Dre. First person he want to thank is the person that literally saved his life, right? And then Dr. Dre get his awards. I want to thank Snoop. I want to thank Pac. I want to thank NWA. I want to thank M. They thanking each other because without me, you wouldn't be here. Without him, I wouldn't be here. And time and time again, Eminem will tell you, black people saved my life. Saved my life. And I'm still out here fighting for the same people. I feel like fucking Malcolm X talking like this. I'm fighting for the same niggas that hate me for no reason. I'm on your side with everything.
He literally talked about that on Zeus, on Music to Be Murdered By.
Yeah.
Literally talked about it. And I mean, like I said, it's really just crazy that niggas fail to acknowledge, the truth and the shit that, like you said, is right in front of niggas' faces.
Yeah,
they just choose to ignore it.
And it's okay, man. I mean, as a stand, we've come to accept it that you really hate us because we're better than you. Our favorite rapper is better than yours, and if you don't think so. Damn, what'd he say? The nigga said on the tracks, I forgot. I don't know the verse word for word. Yeah, I'm supposed to. Don't let them know. They might demote me. But
they'll see it.
The nigga be like, put your favorite rapper on a song with me. Watch what I do to him. And then everybody want to, well, Eminem raps, I'm back in attack with the backpack and the Mac and the lack and the slack and the pack. And I'm back here. Rolling through the back. And he does do that stupid shit sometimes. But it's like, all right, that's when he's by himself and he's playing. Put him on the track with a nigga that can spit. Watch how he go. Why you think Future don't call? Why you think fucking this nigga Jay-Z calls, he gets a verse. Wayne calls, he gets a verse. Pick a nigga. I'm waiting on Kendrick. I'm not Kendrick. Cole. Hey, M. I need a verse. And I need that feature J. Cole that's been popping the last 2 years. And I need
That would be
feature
hard.
M.
That would
I
be
know
hard.
J.
I'm not
Cole
even
gonna
gonna
come with
lie.
some shit, but
He
M
is.
gonna hear that shit. And he gonna be like, what? Oh, you think you gonna out
Speaking of J. Cole, I seen some shit with I was watching this Reason interview.
Mhm.
First of all, I'm gonna save that one for right now. So Reason said he believes, mind you, this is a TDE artist.
Uh-huh.
He said when Cole drops the fall off, he believes Cole will surpass Kendrick with that album when he drops the fall off. And I was like, I don't know. J. Cole has been on the tear. Everybody who really acknowledges lyricism in hip hop, niggas who understand, you're always gonna have that Cole and Kendrick 1A, 1B type of thing, either or, just depends on who you talking to.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's Kendrick 1A, Cole 1B, and that's no biasness just because we from the same place. It's just,
Yeah.
the music. But
I
to
think it
say he
depends
will
on the album.
surpass him with the fall off and we don't know what Kendrick got coming next, it's crazy.
It's going to depend on A, what Kendrick dropped next, and 2, how hard J. Cole go. Because if he go back to some fucking For Your Eyes Only, no.
That's
The
a
fall
great
off gotta
album,
be.
man. Stop
It
that.
is. It's listen. It's a beautifully constructed album. And I hate it. I hate it because it's so beautiful. Because, like I told you before, I wanted to put him up there with Kendrick. But I needed that album to say, yep, you there. And he dropped that. And I was like, nah, that's not the one. You're not.
But the
Because
crazy,
Kendrick was spazzing. He was spazzing before he dropped Damn on Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick was slapping the Pimp a Butterfly.
but
And then
this
For
the
Your Eyes
thing.
Only came out.
A lot of people equate For Your Eyes Only to be the same as To Pimp a Butterfly.
No.
They equate those albums. Listen,
No.
people equate those albums to be the same because of the subject matter. Everything was a lot slower. It was a lot more sentimental and direct. It wasn't just no crazy nigga just rapping his ass off like in previous projects of what niggas had grew accustomed to. So a lot of niggas look at, not saying that the albums are similar or the same, just that the way niggas view For Your Eyes Only from Cole, like, oh, it's all sad and he ain't spazzing and rapping, is the same way that niggas looked at To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, when I talk to a lot of people about that album, they hate it because it don't have the same hit and rhyming spaz as Good Kid, Mad City or what he did on Damn. And I know niggas who hate Mr. Morale. And I
know
feel
a lot
like
of
that
people
was
who
the
hate
one
that.
album where he gave you a perfect blend of both. He was spazzing,
Yeah.
and he still gave you the sentimental shit.
It's not the because where music is now, or the what's popping, they didn't hit that plateau of that shit. But it's all everything is kill nigga shit. These niggas didn't kill nobody on these albums. But because we're not doing it, because I'm not, as an artist, I don't want to pollute your mind with the same shit these mediocre niggas are doing. My shit don't slap like theirs. Well, this was the segue I wanted to get into. Well, why the fuck can these niggas not sell out their shows? Why are these niggas canceling their shows? Right? They're so good. Remember back when we talking about M, and M got great because of the machine.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Durk popping, but he canceling shows. Lil Baby canceling shows. What's the other nigga I seen? A couple other people cancel shows. But the machine is playing their music. So the same machine that helped the white man is now going against the black man. Is that what we're saying? Or maybe y'all just really don't fuck with their music like that.
The funny thing in what you just said about how you was like, Cole and Kendrick ain't killing niggas in they raps.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas won't listen to them for that. Oh, y'all ain't killing niggas. It ain't gangster. It ain't. Okay, so y'all go listen to niggas like Lil Durk. But what did Lil Durk just have to do? He just had to go make a song with a nigga that ain't killing niggas to talk about not killing niggas, to then do an interview and say, I'm done talking about killing niggas. Why? Because that shit only lasts so long. Yeah. How is it that y'all hate on this man, but he eating more than anybody?
Must be something in the music, right?
Right.
It must be that quality music that you like, man, that shit. I think, see, music, when you do it right, and this is the thing about that nigga Tru 400. When you do your music right, it touches you. You just don't want to let it happen. But one day, that shit gonna say, nah, nigga, this ain't the energy we need. You need to go play this. You need to go play this. Because that's the shit that's gonna fuel your spirit for the moment, because that's what you need to. Nigga, you can talk about killing, chopper. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's
And it's
empty
not
calories.
gonna have no type of replay value in 5 to 10 years. Niggas are still gonna go back and put on. I mean, you know, because
if
clubs
you work
are
at a
around.
job, if you work at a job and like you hate everybody in that motherfucker, all right, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But if you work in a job and you cool, or you coming home and you playing with your family, you're not finna play no trap music and your grandma in the house. I promise you that.
What I'm saying with what I'm saying with 5 to 10 years is, you know, within your run in the game, you know, you'll still be able to go do your shows and tour, and people will still want to hear these big songs. But once that run is over and you scrambling for that one, niggas are gonna forget about that big kill 'em up, shoot 'em up song that you was doing 5, 10 years ago. But niggas are gonna go back and play Wet Dreams till the day they die. Niggas are gonna go back and play How Much a Dollar Costs till the day they die. Niggas is gonna go back and play Let Nas Down. Niggas is gonna go back and play motherfucking
Crooked Smile.
Crooked Smile. You know what I'm saying? Or We Cry Together, or you know what I'm saying? Like shit like this.
Gonna play.
Niggas is gonna play these records until the end of time because they mean something. You feel something when them records come on. They resonate into everyday spirits. They resonate with everyday spirits and shit that niggas go through every day. You not in a shoot 'em up mood every day.
No.
You might not never have that fucking situation come across in your life. But you're gonna have a situation where you argue with your girl.
Yep.
You're gonna have a situation where you feel, you know, imperfections within yourself. And then you need something to solidify them thoughts of, no, I'm okay how I am. Love yourself. Love yours. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have moments like that from now to the fucking day you die, where those records that were made 5, 10 years ago are still imperative to your every fucking day living. And this is why can't nobody tell me there are two niggas in the game better than Kendrick and Cole. No, it's not. Because they're the only two niggas that can serve the best of both worlds and still do it within a holistic way. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And stop putting Drake up there with them niggas, because he shouldn't be there.
Drake is a girl rapper. Anyway, I'm going to say this. Facts. Normally I would say, oh, this person did this song, I had it. This person did this song, I had it. Like that Broski song Jordan Lucas just dropped. Hey, I dropped Ain't Shit before Kendrick dropped fucking the one where he argued with his girl.
We Cry Together?
Yeah, that one. He just did it the way I wanted to do it. But I was like,
that's crazy, because I dropped Toxic before you dropped Ain't Shit, but that's neither here nor there.
No, you did it.
Yes, Toxic, I did.
No, you dropped Bitch You Ain't Shit. Still the greatest song in your catalog.
I dropped Bitch You Got Me Fucked Up.
No, Bitch You Got Me Fucked Up. There it is.
Yeah. And I
greatest
dropped Toxic
song in the
before
Marcus
you
J.
dropped that. But hey, that's neither here nor there.
I ain't heard it.
Oh, you have.
What album was that on? What album was that on?
That's on Thank You All. That came out right before yours did.
Thank You All. With the prayer hands?
Yeah, that's my 2020 album. That came out right before yours did. Because Drunk Chronicles came out in 21, right? Spring of 21?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. See, my shit was out. You were studying. You know, it's cool. I get it. You do that a lot. Steal my lines and shit.
Even in my, I only play like 3 artists a year, and you ain't even in my top 5. Like, come on.
Oh, I am. Anyway. I've seen your stats, but it's cool. We'll let that go.
True 400 versions.
I mean, you know, I don't have a lot to play for you. I try to support, but you know.
Hey, man. Less
run out
is
of
more.
Songs real quick.
They tell us less is more, nigga. There's plenty of them. But anyway,
run out of songs real quick.
What was my segue? I keep hitting the damn mic with my fucking head.
Oh, hold on. Back to Reason, because we was talking about, you know, what he said about Cole.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Reason had this interview with Back on Fig, right? Shout out to T-Rail and all the Back on Fig cast. So he was over there, and they was talking about, you know, he just had an album come out, Porches. I think it's been out for like a week now.
Oh, shit, I forgot it came out.
Yeah, it came out for like a week. Yeah, go get it. It's a nice album. It's definitely a hard album. I give him his credit. So yeah, he was talking, and they were asking him, like, you know, basically how did he feel his career was going? And he was like, you know, I don't feel like I've been consistent enough because I haven't been able to release music
when he
like
wanted
that when he wanted
to.
to.
Reason.
And then he also was like, but at the same time, he takes accountability for not figuring out how to break through the internet the way that a rapper needs to get maximum exposure. Okay, let's leave that there. So that goes on. So mind you, he signed to TDE, Top Dog, owner of TDE. Now his son, Musa, president of TDE, calls in to the podcast. This is where I had a problem. If Reason is your artist, I'm never gonna call in. I, as the owner of the other side, if you had any discrepancy with your label and you're on a podcast just voicing your opinion, no matter how I feel about it, whether I feel like it's a lie, it's some type of truth, I'm never gonna call in and belittle you as my artist, because that just don't look good. That don't look good to a fan. That don't look good to a potential next sign or signee that wants to come to the fucking label. So when Musa called in, he was like, "Oh, can y'all name 5 Reason songs? Y'all can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows your music and whoopty whoop. Like, why would you? What was the point of doing that if this is your artist? Because if his album don't sell, that's money that y'all don't make.
That they lose.
Exactly, that you lose. So it's like at the same time, okay, I get it. If you feel like he's saying anything that's not true, that's fine. But y'all continue to have that conversation, you know what I'm saying, off air. Off camera, off air.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm with Mufasa. Listen,
it's
you ain't
Musa.
finna get. That's what I said. You ain't finna get on here and try to. Maybe he felt slighted because he was like, oh, well, because I haven't done it. You know, maybe he felt like he was subliminally dissing TDE. And as the president, I was finna say the PEO. As the president, I'm finna call in. Hey, what you trying to say though? What you trying to say? You want to air this shit out publicly? So let's air this shit out because I'm gonna press. What you trying to say? Well, I ain't saying nothing. That's how Reason talk to. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying I ain't did how I was supposed to do. Nah, nigga, sound like you trying to blame us for something. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Hey, do y'all know any Reason songs? I know that album, that not Porches, the one before Porches.
New Beginnings.
Yes. See, look, can I name 10 Reason songs? No. But do I know the words if they play? Absolutely. I don't know all the names of the song, right? I'm not a fucking what's his fan base called?
A Reason.
Whatever. That's fucking terrible. I'm a stand. That's where my fucking identity is, all right?
Oh, man.
I fuck with his album. I went back to his old shit, listened to his old shit. Same thing with Westside Boogie, right? I'm going to stop giving these niggas free promotion, but fuck it. Put the West Coast back on the map. I went back and listened to Boogie's old shit, and that motherfucking, oh my God, that motherfucking, what's that damn album called? Something 21 or 21 something, whatever the fuck it's called. That shit
Thirst 48 was hard as hell.
No, this is better than that one.
Ain't no way.
Yes, sir. It came out in like 2015, I think. Westside Boogie. Let me see. But anyway, let me continue my point while I'm looking. Hell yeah, I'm about to air your shit out. Nigga, can anybody name this nigga songs? And he told him, and he gave Reason his shit. Hey, I think you are talented. You are very talented. And he even threw in there, even Kendrick was like, he can rap, but he just, I think me and Reason kind of the same, where we can rap, we just don't do all that extra shit. If it happens, it happens. I think we kind of in that kind of boat. I can rap.
Here's where
I
I
can
think
show you
y'all
that I can
different.
rap, but I'm not doing all that other fucking here, Crip, and I'm not all that
Here's
extra
where
shit.
I think y'all different. Yeah, you've been living life wrong. But he
The Reach, that's what it's called by
okay.
by Boogie. The Reach. That shit slap.
That is a good tape. I'm not gonna lie. Where I feel like you and Reason differ, and I can speak on this since you just want to air some shit out. I can speak on this as the owner. Reason. You said what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Reason gives an attempt constantly. I see that all the time because I follow him on Instagram. So I see the stuff that he tries to do to figure out the social media and the internet game to break his way through, because the music is there. The music and the talent, that is there. Do I feel like Do I feel like they go the extra mile for reason, which is essentially what he was talking about? And he said no. I also say no. But
Yeah.
I also feel like they don't have the opportunity to. I mean, you just lost Kendrick, but you still have big marquee artists left. Y'all still got J-Rock. Y'all still got Schoolboy Q. Y'all still got SZA. These are all big artists within you know what I'm saying, within their realm. SZA is like the biggest female artist in the world right now on the R&B
Yeah, but
side.
they don't have to do anything for them though. They are up
I mean,
there
but
to
you
where
do.
all they got to do is work. No,
But all you have to do is work. But I have to make sure that whatever we release with your name on it is perfect. We're not talking about the music. I got to make sure every appearance you do makes sense. Every piece of merch, every rollout, every marketing plan, everything, your tour dates, everything aligned. It all has to make sense. We can't miss with you because you're the biggest thing in the world right now. So if we time everything
so
right and plan it out, we have a maximum opportunity of getting you out there and making the most money off of it at the right times. They
well,
can't do
this is
that
what
with
I
reason
think.
right now.
This is what I think. I think that they're fucking themselves up by taking so long. Let's say they have a window every, I don't know if it's every 6 months or whatever their releases is.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is follow the same path you took Kendrick, and then you can start taking out certain. TDE is known now, so you don't have to do these fucking couch fucking interviews anymore. If you want to call the radio station, hey, this Top Dog. If you want to call fucking Hot 97, hey, this Top Dog. You can do that now. We can take some of these small shits out. We can get you on the freestyle shows. We can get you on fucking Sway. We can get you on Funk Flex because our brand is there. Kendrick went, J-Rock went, Schoolboy Q went. All we need is for y'all niggas just to drop your album in January, February, March, April. You're going to this spot, this spot, this spot, do this interview, shows, this. And then when April drop or when April comes, here's the next artist. And then from May, June, and July, you're doing the same fucking steps. We don't have to change the formula. You don't have to fucking add no special sauce because you're not Kendrick, and we get that. But we just need to keep TDE for one and keep you in the light. If you got other shit, drop your shit. But while your album is out, hit these places because this is where the fan base is going. Go on Joe Budden. Go on fucking Joe Rogan. Go on everybody's shit, just like Terrence Crawford is doing right now after he beat the Texas out of fucking Errol Spence. We ain't even gonna talk about that. But but just
Here's what
follow
I
the
will
blueprint.
say. Here's what I will say. Now, that would be a good point if you had a lot of artists on the same level in your entry stages. But let's also do a little history on TDE. First artist signed to the label was J-Rock, right or wrong?
That's facts.
Right. So J-Rock was the first artist signed. J-Rock was stamped originally by Dr. Dre. They went and got him a deal at Warner. Deal didn't work out. He got out of that deal, went to go sign with Tech Nine. Crazy as fuck.
That's weird.
But at the same time, yeah, he was a part of Strange Music. But at the same time, I also understand you're a fresh new label starting out. Y'all have one artist on your label. Tech Nine is established. We're trying to get whatever exposure we can get at this point because the major deal didn't work out. And normally, when your major deal don't work out and you don't create a big enough buzz to go independent, your whole career gone. You're just gonna fall under the rug. So I get it. Smart move by them. It didn't work out as well, but they got what they got out of it. Now, Kendrick comes and they keep pushing, right? Label's still not really doing nothing. They doing their thing around the city, but it's nowhere near where they are today. Now, here's where I say the blueprint of what they did with Kendrick wouldn't work with the rest of them. Because outside of Kendrick being a different artist, that label, and this is just me being God honest with the facts, that label would not be what it is if Kendrick didn't say, Interscope, if y'all want me, you got to get all of them. It's the only way I'm signing this deal.
That's true. If
Kendrick would have just went with Dre, Kendrick would still be Kendrick, and the rest of them niggas would not be where they are today.
Right.
Him being stamped by Dre is what solidified his career and gave him the big enough push for all eyes to go to TDE. Why? Because anything Dr. Dre put his arm around is fucking gone. Immediately. It's fucking gone.
But
So
okay,
if he didn't do that, go ahead.
So what you do is Kendrick just brought him along. Now the label is there. Everybody knows TDE. Even if you can't follow the Kendrick blueprint, well, the problem with them is everybody on that fucking label is a gangbanger. Gangbanging music don't really stretch far. Kendrick didn't.
I mean, tell YG that.
White people love YG's music. But
I don't know why.
what's the difference between Kendrick with TDE and M with D12?
What's the difference?
Yeah, the same shit happened. They took off and they brought their group with them. They just couldn't float on their own, even though D12 wasn't signed to fucking Interscope. Not that I'm not sure. I'm gonna go back and check because I don't think they. I think they were signed to some fucking indie out there in Detroit. But
so this is the difference. When Kendrick brought the members that were on the label at the time along, because if I'm not mistaken, they all just ended up getting like distribution. Well, matter of fact, Rock got signed, Q got signed. Only one that didn't get signed to a major was Soul. He was the only one that. I'm about to end this shit. He's the only one that didn't get signed to a label. So the only difference with them is when they ended up getting signed, they still had label backing. They still had individual careers. Now, of course, TDE still had the majority of the say-so, but you also still got some more help and connects from Interscope now because you're a part of the family. D12, they solely had to rely on Eminem.
Yeah. So you don't think that's what TDE is doing? If let's say Kendrick failed, where's D12? Or, I mean, if Kendrick failed, where's TDE? Even if Dre stamps you, let's say he only made it so far and that was it. That's it for TDE. If they would have stamped M and M only hit gold, that's it for D12. You're not, because I'm Patrick Mahomes in this bitch. Get on my back, I'm gonna take you there. And that's what he did. I'm not gonna say everybody, but everybody knows TDE. People knew of D12. They had some songs, they had some singles, whatever. But at some point, you're going to have to float on your own. And I feel like J-Rock and all them, maybe not so much Ab-So. I don't know how far his music stretches, but Schoolboy Q has done well. J-Rock has done well. They've been able to float. The umbrella is Kendrick. He's the one keeping everybody up. Mary Poppins in this bitch. Now everybody else just got to just tag along and do what the smart niggas are doing. When Wayne signed a person, right? What'd he do? Put him on the song, right? Where's your Kendrick feature? When Dre signed a person, what'd he do? He gave them beats. When M signs people, what'd he do?
Here's the thing, though. Top Dog is not a rapper nor producer.
No. I know that. I'm talking about with Kendrick. Kendrick is our staple. This is our breadwinner. We need to, unfortunately, ride Kendrick as much as we can. Double pause. So, Kendrick, I know it probably sucks for you, but we're going to need a video and we're going to need a verse from you on this nigga's album to help. It might be your best-selling album, just like fucking Easy Mills doing with M. I don't even know what the nigga rapped about on the song where Eminem dissed Melly Mel. It's just a song that Eminem dissed Melly Mel. I
didn't even know who Easy Mill was.
I still don't. I know who he is, but I don't know him. Right?
People was asking me, I was like, oh yeah, it's Eminem and some other nigga, or some other nigga featuring Eminem.
It's his well, nobody features Eminem. Eminem features other people. But it's that nigga's song. He has 2 verses, and he's a good rapper. But nigga, I'm not here for you. Mm-hmm. I'm not here for you. Give me the edited version without you. You know what I'm saying? Because I came for M. But that's what M does. At least on Rainy Days, Boogie held his own. But it's neither here nor there.
But Boogie can rap his ass off.
Yeah, he can. But that's how you push your label. That's how you push your shit.
To your point, right? Because I remember listening to a Schoolboy Q interview, and then he also got this line in a song called "When You Gonna Drop That New Shit," right? But in the interview and the song, he was basically talking about the same thing. And then in the song, he was like, something, get a feature from K. Dot Get me out of that same box. Too talented for it. Right? And as a listener and a nigga who raps, you understand what he's saying. The label was telling you, put K-Dot on it. Put K-Dot on it. And he like, no, I'm too talented for y'all to keep saying, oh, just put Kendrick on the song and it's going to do this or do that. Nigga, y'all need to figure it out. I'm doing my job as far as turning in good music. If you are lacking in my marketing and promotion, you're not going to force me to just keep putting Kendrick on all my songs to save the songs to make up for your lack of marketing and promotion. That's not
always the case, though. That's not
but
always
listen,
the case.
so listen, he said it in the interview, right? He was on Sway in the Morning. I think this was right when Blankface came out. And he was saying the TDE kept telling him, well, put Kendrick on this, put Kendrick on that. And he was like, no, I don't want to put Kendrick on this and put Kendrick for what? He's already on the album. Y'all trying to put Kendrick all throughout my album. When my career is over, everybody's going to say, oh, well, Kendrick did this for Q. No man wants that for himself, especially when you know you talented enough to stand on your own.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? No man wants that. So to your point and listening to what he said, I feel like they definitely tried to do that. To the analogy where you said, pause, we going to ride Kendrick out as far as we can. I feel like that's what they tried to do. But if you got talented artists and niggas is fighting against that, no, nigga, you signed me as an individual artist. You didn't sign me to be a nigga that raps with Kendrick Lamar. I'm not in a group. So do what you need to do to make sure that you're doing the post-production shit for my projects and my career that you as my label are supposed to do. Because my job with you niggas is to turn in great music and go tour. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Now, because you're lacking and getting me exposure and getting me out here and getting me out there, because you're lacking in that department, now you're going to try to tell me, well, just put this nigga on 5 out of the 10 songs? Why? Then I got to go perform these same songs, and this is a big marquee artist. So now what I'm going to do when I got to go perform Collard Greens all over the world and he can't come to that Nan's show? Because niggas going to want to hear his verse and see him on this stage.
Yeah. And you got to pay him for his shit, too.
Exactly.
Now, in that instance, I agree. I would never say put a nigga on half your album, right? You get one song. That's when M signed Obi Trice, he gave him one song. D12, well, they was a group, so he did a whole album. He got 50, he did one, well, he did fucking one song each album. That's all you need. I don't need you all through my shit, right? Because if my music is as good as I say, it should do. But I need that. I need, like you said, I need my marketing to be there. But just having him, at least, if nothing else, we know one song is going to do well. If the fans hate everything else, at least that one song is going to go. If not for me, for him.
Yeah, but then what's the point of me releasing this album if y'all could just continuously listen to this single?
Well, yeah.
My album's not going to do
well. You're releasing
well.
the album because so for me, right? I'm not putting Marcus J on all my shit. I get one feature. I don't necessarily want to deal with features because I know I can make shit on my own. But because I'm like, you know what? I think Marcus would do some shit on it. Hey, I got a verse. Boom. But I ain't finna, hey, can you help me? Hey, can you send a verse? Hey, can you send a verse? I'm not doing that. I'm not, especially if I don't think you good. You're just embarrassing my brand. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if I have one listener. That one listener is going to get top quality music from me, regardless. And if I don't like a nigga verse, it ain't coming out. That's not a shot at you. That's at whoever I'm dealing with. If I get a feature that, hey, bro, this the best you could do, I'm gonna send it back. Because what the fuck did you just send me? But all I'm saying is, just that little bit of, just a little pull. I need you to pull me up and see if I can float. If you give me one feature on my album and people go get the album for that feature, like a Dr. Dre album, the Compton album, right?
Kendrick was on like 4 of them songs.
Yeah, and I knew M was on the song. You know what Dre did? Put that bitch at the back of the album. I listened to that whole motherfucking shit, and it was great.
That was a great fucking album.
And when Eminem came on that motherfucking track 17,
Medicine Man,
I lost my shit. I lost my shit. And then I let it play, went to the next song. Damn, the album over? Back to track 17. I got to hear it again. And then I played the album over because it was so great. But just that extra it's like hot sauce, you know what I'm saying, in your gumbo. It just gives it a little bit of spice. The gumbo can stand on its own. If your music is that good, it's gumbo. But a little bit of hot sauce for some people, or crackers for other people, whatever your shit is. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Just give me a little bit of hot sauce in this gumbo.
So listen, because we'll be stuck on this shit all day. So before we get up out of here, especially while we talking about the coast, it's a nigga out of Inglewood named Dijon Paul. Recently, you know, he's known in his field. Okay, he's known in his field as a blogger for doing rap report cards on
dumb shit
artists, right? Which is his opinion, because we're definitely not saying that nothing is facts. It's all his opinion. He'll grade, you know, artists A through F, or 1 through 10. A through F is the final grade. 1 through 10 in certain categories: style, delivery, consistency, you know, artistry, videos, creativity, you know, shit like that. So
yeah,
normally when he first began, he was only doing LA artists. He's from LA, so I get it. Now he's going worldwide. But recently, there's been this big thing on the internet because he just released, and this, I take this personal, he just released the top 50 greatest LA rappers of all time. Now, here's why I'll give him a little benefit of the doubt. He's not here. I don't know this nigga. So I don't know if this 1 through 50 is in a specific order, but I'm guessing it is because of how it starts and how it ends. So if this is his order of 1 through 50, that nigga need fucking help. But I'm going to read you 10 at a time, and we're going to discuss the list. You ready? Number 1, Ice Cube. 2, Snoop Dogg. 3, Quick. 4, Game. 5, Kendrick. 6, Dre. 7, Easy. 8, Ice-T. 9, Nipsey. 10, Draco the Ruler.
The list is blasphemous. First of all, I follow this dude on YouTube named Showbiz the Adult. He's a boxing, he does boxing podcast. And he will tell you that there is a best fighter and a greater fighter. And he will say, between Pacquiao and Floyd, Floyd is a better fighter, but Pacquiao is greater, right? Because he did better things. He didn't duck certain people. He fought people. He did this. And we know Floyd ducked this person, right? So there's a difference. You could be a better fighter, but it's okay. So I'll say it this way. Game is a better rapper than Snoop Dogg, but Snoop Dogg is greater because of what he's done in rap. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But this list is some bullshit. We can stop there. First of all, greatest and best. There's a difference. The best rapper is King Crooked, hands down. But he's not even on the list. That's why the nigga's dumb. How is Drakeo number 10?
Draco.
Schoolboy Q is 28.
You giving away the list. We reading it for the listeners.
With the list.
No, we're reading it for the listeners.
Listen,
we are reading it for the listeners. Stop giving away the damn list. Hell wrong with you.
Listen. Nipsey too high. Drakeo too high. Ice-T? Okay, whatever. Dr. Dre at number 6. The nigga don't even write his own shit. But like I said, it's a difference between best and greatest. Dre is probably the greatest figure in LA.
No, Snoop.
No. But I mean, because there's no Dre, there's no Snoop. Period. That's why I'm saying he's the greatest figure. Snoop is the best rapper between the two.
I mean, technically, if there's no Easy, there's no Dre.
That's true too.
So would Easy be the greatest figure?
No. Because even though he brought them in, what did he do? He didn't make beats. Nigga couldn't rap. Didn't write his own raps. But as far
but a
as
lot
Dr.
of these
Dre
songs
has
don't hit the same if they're on somebody else's voice.
Maybe, but
if
we never got
MC
that chance
Ren
to
made
see.
Boys in the Hood, that song doesn't hold the same weight it holds today.
Ice Cube could have did it and it would have been fine.
No, that song
Easy's voice is
tailor
what
made
changed
for
it,
Easy.
though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It was written by Ice Cube. But listen,
I mean, that's fine.
If Ice Cube would have rapped it and you never heard Easy's part, you would have been perfectly fine with it as still one of the greatest songs ever. But what I'm saying is, I mean, and Easy brought in a lot of motherfuckers. We got the Bone Thugs because of him. So anyway, the umbrella of Dr. Dre is so big. Pause. He has to be the greatest figure. He has to be. Even with Easy. You can say Easy did all of this shit, whatever. According to the movie, because none of us were there, right?
Right.
Ice Cube was like, well, Easy, you do the shit because you got the money. You know what I'm saying? So he funded the shit, but he wasn't necessarily the linchpin of it.
I mean, he was the lifestyle and behind what they talked about as well.
Essentially. Well, for that song, because they made a lot of other songs where they was talking a lot of shit, and Ice Cube ain't like Ice Cube was no punk. He did do some shit in his day. But
I mean, okay.
There's
one gangster in NWA, and we know it's Easy.
No, MC Ren was a gangbanger too.
I said
he didn't talk it like that.
Right. There was one solidified gangster in NWA. There's one nigga whose name really rings bells in LA, and that's Easy.
Yeah, niggas just loved Easy. But
anyway,
this list is terrible.
11 through 20, we got Nate Dogg, Sugar Free.
Sit up here and do this?
Yep, West Side Connection, Warren
That's a
G,
whole group.
Mac 10, YG, The Dog Pound, Dom Kennedy, Tyler the Creator, and Cypress Hill.
So you mean to tell me that Draco the Ruler is better than the whole West Side Connection that Ice Cube is in?
Now this technically goes to your point, and I know you're not going to agree with it, but a fact is a fact. Draco technically had more impact on LA than the West Side Connection. Draco was really the biggest thing in LA when he passed. Draco inspired a whole rap style that niggas took from Draco. And he was single-handedly beefing with all of LA by himself, and he was putting on acts right before he passed, because Stink Team was big in LA. That's Draco shit. Rimble, the nigga that raps in Old English, he was getting big because of Draco.
I'm gonna call some contacts down there, because I don't want no 16, 17-year-old niggas telling me what's inspiring music. Right?
I mean, but at the end of the day, a wave is a wave. Because it'll be 16, 17-year-old niggas in the South right now telling you how Future is inspiring a whole sound. Whether you like the sound or not doesn't mean that he's not doing it.
So Draco should be higher than YG? YG global.
Not as far as legendary status. I mean, you also got to think YG been in the game since 2010. Tooted and Booted came out in 2011. Huh?
Ice Cube is number one. So obviously the age of the rapper doesn't mean anything.
I'm talking about in your comparison to Draco. I'm not talking about Ice Cube. You said, is Draco better than YG? I said YG been in the game since like 2010.
Yeah, but 2013, 2013, when My Crazy Life came out, his shit was playing in a club in Brazil.
Okay.
Club OVO.
He was also signed to a major.
Not at that time.
He was signed to Def Jam.
Not when My Crazy Life came out. That was under his own shit.
It says Def Jam under publishing.
I don't think Def Jam is under that one, because his Tooted and Booted shit, that's when he was supposed to have left.
That was on 400 Summers.
Not the label. Anyway, I'm gonna look that shit up, because I forgot, because it's been a minute. But he was pushing. He was on Pusha Inc. doing that shit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 400 Summers is Mustard shit.
Yeah. So
here's my only gripe, And I'm gonna ask you this question. Number 11, you got the list. Should he be there? Nate Dogg. Should Nate Dogg be on the 50 greatest rappers list from LA? I'm gonna say no, because Nate wasn't a rapper. Now, if this said artist and not rappers, definitely Nate deserves to be on this list. But because it says rappers and we know Nate wasn't a rapper, I don't think Nate should be on this list. He definitely could have been substituted.
Well, nope. I'm gonna say he needs to be on the list, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because West Side Connection is there, the Dog Pound is there, and so is Cypress Hill.
And they're all rappers.
A whole group. They're groups. You telling me
everybody
in West Side Connection is grouped in the same? How can you have West Side Connection and then immediately, well, Warren G is next, but then you got Mac 10? How does that make sense? Is where's he at?
Maybe he don't know who Dub C is, and that's what he thought it was.
Dub C ain't even on the list.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he thought Dub C was West Side Connection.
Here they go. They got the Dog Pound. Who's in the Dog Pound?
Daz and
Corrupt, right?
Mm-hmm. Corrupt is
and
okay. I see it. I see it.
So you have West Side Connection, and Ice Cube is number one. This is what I'm saying. This is why.
This is the part of the list that don't make no sense. I agree. I agree.
And still, where is Crooked Eye?
So listen, 21 through 30, we got RJ, Mr. LA, 03 Greedo, Corrupt, J-Rock, Joe Moses, The Far Side, The East Siders, Schoolboy Q, Coolio, and Compton's Most Wanted.
The nigga's dumb.
Do you feel like 24 is a good spot for J-Rock on this list? Even if you rearranged it how you wanted it to look, do you feel like 24 is a good spot for J-Rock?
Maybe he'll be top 20 because I think he's better than Warren G. I think he's better than YG. Just as a rapper, I think it's hard to say Sugar Free. Sugar Free got some shit.
That's my dog.
But he's definitely better than Draco, and so is Schoolboy Q.
Okay. So if we're arranging this by rapping ability, where would Dre be on this list? Should Dre still be in the top 10?
Listen, Dre would be down there with Draco, with fucking 03 Greedo. I'm trying not to name all the niggas we ain't named yet. Them niggas would be towards the bottom. It's not saying that they're not good or talented or whatever. Y'all just, first of all, Dre might be at the bottom with Easy because they don't write their own shit.
Understood.
Not because they don't make good music or nothing. You don't write your own shit. Period. But where the fuck is Crooked Eye?
He ain't here. So 31 through 40,
is flawed.
We got King T, Yo-Yo,
and she better than most of the niggas ahead of her.
Razzcast, Vince Staples, West Side Boogie, The Relatives, Above the Law, Lady of Rage, Odd Future, and Mossberg. Now,
Vince
I definitely
Staples.
don't think Mossberg need to be number 40. I think Vince need to be higher, Razzcast need to be higher, and Boogie need to be higher.
Boogie should have been top 10. If we're going off of skill, Boogie should have been top 10.
I agree.
Vince Staples rounding out 15.
I agree.
But Yo-Yo, Razzcast, top 20. They could be up there with Schoolboy Q and YG and fucking who else was saying? J-Rock. He might be ahead of them. But I'm gonna have to see if they wrote their own shit.
He's a lyricist.
I'm gonna have to see if they wrote their own shit. Writing your own shit matters.
I agree.
Tell that to Wayne and Drake and Nothing But a G Thing was written by Jay-Z, so have to drop
Actually,
Snoop
Still
Dogg down the
Dre
line.
was written by Jay-Z.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah. So we got to drop Snoop Dogg down 49 spots, 47.
He's still on the list, not Crooked Eye. Anyway, 41 through 50, we got Glasses Malone, Shoreline Mafia, Tyga, Overdose, Problem, G Perico, Rucci, AZ Chike, Cocaine, and Blue Bucks Clan. I knew that shit was gonna give me a problem.
I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Some new niggas.
Where is Hobson?
Is Hobson not from LA though?
Yes, he is.
No, he not. Hobson from like
Yes, he is.
Pasadena or some shit.
No. Where's Snoop Dogg from?
Long Beach.
Okay, that ain't LA.
That's within LA County.
Where's Ice-T from?
Inglewood.
He's from New York. Where's Corrupt from?
Inglewood. 60s.
Philadelphia.
We know that if you want to play the technical game.
Where's Tupac?
He's not from Los Angeles.
Okay, but you see the 2 asterisks by Ice-T and 2 asterisks by Corrupt? Because they're not from LA. So where's Tupac? Who would definitely be number 1.
I mean, I feel like he might not be a fan. It's probably why he didn't put him on there. I feel like he knew if he put Tupac on this list and he definitely wasn't number 1, it will automatically be flawed. Everybody would cuss him out. I mean, it is. But with him not on the list, you at least read it just to see what the fuck it's saying. If you see that name on this list
to find Tupac.
If you see that name on this list and you notice it's not immediately at number 1, you're throwing the whole list away.
Who goes over Tupac?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. So if anybody, if his name was on this list, let's say it was number 4. As soon as you look at this list and you see number 4, you throwing that list away. I don't give a fuck who's on the rest of it. Because why would you put him at 4?
Well, no, I'm going to say it depends on who's, but that's why best, great, all that shit matters. Because if you got Ice Cube, Dre, Snoop, Tupac, I can make a case. Better rappers, not Dre. But Snoop is a better rapper than Pac.
That's false.
I'm not going to say Cube is a better rapper. They're probably like, I'm not talking about, I'm just talking about put them on the track, let them rap. Who's going to rap better? I know Pac got music that's going to last longer than Dragon Ball Z.
If you put all 3 of them on the track together, you telling me you don't think Pac got the best verse? Pac, Snoop, and Cube all on one song together on a Dre beat. You don't think Pac gonna have the best verse?
Well, what are we talking about? Are we talking about
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he can touch anything. He can touch anything. That's the thing. He can touch anything.
He
they
definitely
can't touch everything he can touch.
Snoop could. Snoop can do everything Pac can do.
Snoop can't make Brenda's Got a Baby.
I never roll with fucking, huh?
Snoop can't make Brenda's Got a Baby. Ice Cube can't either.
Ice Cube made Who's the Mac?
Who's the Mac, nigga? That's
Ice
not
Cube
Brenda's Got a
Today
Baby.
Was a Good Day.
That's not Brenda's Got a Baby.
Tupac couldn't even make Today Was a Good Day because he never had a good day. So
that nigga made I Get Around. Like,
he had features.
I mean, are you really gonna count 4 bars from Easy Mo B as a feature?
Ice Cube made No Vaseline. Could Pac have made that? Probably.
Definitely. I mean, Pac wrote Hail Mary. And not only his verse, but everybody else's verses.
75 niggas was on that song.
Hold on.
God
Listen, let's bring up a good point. The ad-libs at the end of Hail Mary are more famous than the entire No Vaseline. Think about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. The ad-libs on Hail Mary are more famous than the entire No Vaseline.
Which ad-libs?
The ones at the end where he start cussing everybody out. Fuck Mobb Deep. Fuck Biggie. Fuck Bad Boy as a staff record label.
Let's hit him up.
I mean, hit him up. I'm sorry, hit him up. My bad.
See,
hit him up.
Look, get the shit together.
That's what I meant to say. They both start with H's, motherfucker.
I got
They both start with H's. But
you almost had me.
The ad-libs on Hit 'Em Up, God damn it, are more notorious and famous than the whole No Vaseline. Because people gonna say that before they say, God damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Used to be hard, now you just wet and soft. Okay.
I'm gonna agree to that.
How do a nigga's ad-libs? Because I seen Cube when he was talking about this and the low-key got me hot. Like, he needed help. I did all this by myself. I mean, at the same time, but at the same time,
No Vaseline is better.
At the same, not really.
I'm gonna tell you it's better because Pac's verse was Pac's verse. Everybody else brought the quality down.
Did they really?
They couldn't maintain that same Tupac energy because they just don't sound like Pac.
I mean, but they're not supposed to. They're different entities. They're just a part of the same group.
But the ferocity that Pac brought to the track, they didn't carry it.
And at the same time, let's not forget the nigga said, y'all not even ready for me. Him putting the Outlaws on that song was like a slap in the face. That nigga said, I'm gonna let my little homies ride on you bitch-made bad boy busters. Y'all not even ready or good enough for me to even be rapping against y'all. So I'm gonna let my little niggas just diss y'all. Cause I feel like they better than y'all. That's really that's chess in a diss song. That's real life chess in a diss song. But granted, at the same time, let's think about it. Yeah, Ice Cube didn't have nobody on No Vaseline, but nigga, nobody went with you.
What that mean?
Who the fuck were you gonna put on it? Pac had his crew.
Why were the Outlaws? Why?
That's Pac's crew.
Right.
So you also got to remember, when motherfuckers was making songs and sending subliminals to Pac, it wasn't just Biggie. Kim said shit. Said shit.
Because it was Pac versus all of New York. But it was all of New York versus Pac.
But this is what I'm saying, though. At least when Pac went at niggas, he went with niggas that was in his group if he decided to put them on the song. It might have been somebody on No Vaseline. If Cube and Ren would have left, don't you think Ren would have rapped on No Vaseline?
If it was a fifth, I would be drunk.
Nobody left with Cube. Cube went by himself, nigga. We don't know nobody else from the Lynch Mob. So who the fuck was going to really rap and get on that song?
That's why they wasn't there.
That's my point. You didn't have nobody to rap. But don't say it like
battle.
No, my point is don't say it like Pac needed the help and you slaughtered off.
I never would have said that.
No, not you. I'm talking about Cube. I'm talking about Cube. Don't say it like Pac needed the help and you just slaughtered off Ren, Dre, Yella, and Easy by yourself because you was just that good. Nigga, there was nobody to help you rap. You had to rap by yourself.
He had a crew, though. He could have I mean, it was
Who knew them niggas?
It was really, the beef was really with Easy. Well, I don't want to call it a beef, but the disconnect was with Easy until they made the song. Then it was like, oh, okay. So y'all niggas is actually riding with the nigga in the bullshit that he owned. Okay, now let me attack him. Pac, nigga, it's you versus. And I'm not saying that Pac didn't, diss everybody and let's be friends. Remember that shit? He still got everybody. Don't get me wrong, but
I mean, because what about Lil Homies?
That's a good one too.
What about Against All Odds? What about Watch Your Mouth?
To nobody.
Who?
Those were Lil Homies off the fucking Until the End of Time album. I don't think that was a diss album.
Have you heard the original version?
What album is it on?
It's the original version, so they didn't put that on the album. But in the original version, he was dissing niggas. He was like, LL Cool J, say what, nigga? I'll rock your motherfucking bells. Me and my motherfucking outlaws, my little homies. Like, he was going at niggas.
Find it and send it to me, because I ain't heard that one.
That's
Did
my
you
shit.
did you ever hear side note, it's Rigor Mortis remix with Busta
With who?
Rhymes?
Was that an official remix or was that like a mashup?
I don't know. I heard somebody playing it and I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Now listen, is Busta? Yeah, it's an official remix. Can't be, because I've never heard it. But
Yeah,
that's
and
neither here.
it's never been promoted as an official remix, so I think that's a
Yeah, I've
mashup.
never seen it. But I forgot to look it up. I'm gonna look it up now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
But
that might be a mashup.
we'll see. I check.
I don't know, man. All I know is this list needs to be scrapped, recreated by somebody else, and
He just needs
Pac
to
need to
retire.
be number one.
And who the fuck is Blue Bucks Clan?
Some new niggas.
Where all the niggas that made Pyru Love at? Where them niggas at? Who is Cocaine?
You don't know
is
who Cocaine is?
Chike? Nope.
Wow.
I
You
barely
ain't
know
from
G
LA.
Perico.
That's my
I'm not
dog.
from LA. I'm from Compton.
That's my dog.
Where's Hobson?
Hobson's not
Where
from
is
LA
Pac?
County.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Nigga, neither is Paul George, but he keep claiming it.
I keep saying he shouldn't be. Talking about I'm glad to be back home and playing. You're not at home, nigga. You're from Pasadena. This is not LA. Well, that's not LA.
Let me see where this nigga's from. He's from Panorama City.
That's not Los Angeles. Nor is that in LA County.
Panorama City, neighborhood in Los Angeles, California. It's about a 405. It gotta be.
Ain't no way in hell. Niggas be trying to find technicalities.
I ain't trying to find no technicality. You just put a nigga in there that's from fucking.
It's like a nigga saying he from Venice Beach, but saying he from LA.
No, hell no, that's too far.
Knock it
Anything with beach other than Long Beach is nice.
Or a nigga saying
That
he from
can't be
Lancaster and saying he from LA. Knock it off.
Yeah, this shit just outside North Hollywood. It's iffy.
It's not. You see it.
It's iffy.
It's not.
Cause I know I pass it when I come to the crib.
What's their area code? I mean, their zip code.
I don't know. Panorama City zip code is 91402.
That's close, but it still ain't in there.
Panorama City County. It's Los Angeles County.
How is it Panorama City County and Los Angeles County?
No, I typed up what's the county, like Panorama City County. Let's like put Panorama City fucking, and it says Los Angeles County. So
by North Hollywood, ain't no way. Or outside of North Hollywood, ain't no way.
Long Beach is its own county. What county?
Hey man, everybody can't be from the city. That's all I'm saying.
Long Beach in LA County. So hey man, where is Hobson? And if
Not
Snoop
on this
is on the
list.
list, Crooked Eye need to be on this list. So what's the nigga name so I can tweet his stupid ass?
Dijon Paul.
Did he drop it on Twitter or
need to be
Instagram?
on that list, and he should be number one if we talking about greatest rappers.
I ain't even finna end this shit the right way. I'm just finna leave.
You know,
he could have been number 51.
Marshall Bruce Mathers is technically from Los Angeles. Technically.
Yeah, but he don't claim it.
Of course he don't.
And I can't claim a nigga to be from the city if he don't claim the city. So he from Detroit. Detroit hood enough. It's hood enough.
Hey, all I'm saying is, even if he was on that list, Absol's still number one. That's all I'm saying. But this has been another great episode of Bar Central.
We
want to thank y'all for tuning in with us today.
Song.
Who can't?
Niggas, that's not you.
Nigga, please.
I can at least tell some niggas, hey, name 2 Eminem songs you don't like.
Niggas can't even name Eminem songs. Because a lot of niggas ain't listening.
Well, guess what? Niggas don't
I
read.
bet you can't tell nobody to name no Eminem songs from 2013 to now.
What is that? The fucking Recovery album? All the way
That
to
was
now?
2010.
Was Recovery 2010?
Yes, sir.
Nah. Oh, yes, it was.
That's like my favorite album from him. Because the first 3 songs in that album, slappers.
Yeah, it was 2010.
I know.
You're right. Let me see. What dropped in 2013?
I don't think nothing
Relapse.
dropped into. Was it the Marshall Mathers LP 2? Or was that
It was
14 or 15?
no. That's what the fuck? Relapse release date 2009. Recovery. Let me see. I don't fucking forgot.
Yeah, I think that's when that came out. Marshall Mathers LP.
Marshall Mathers LP 2. Yeah.
That was 13?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't nobody naming nothing off no album from then to now.
It's okay. Because all those albums went platinum.
Yeah, that's cute.
Can't say the same thing about what you call them?
This has been another episode of Bart True 400. This has been another episode for Bar Central. We want to thank y'all for tuning in.
It ain't shit. Y'all better learn something. I speak to the soul.
Shit. That's funny as hell. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to be back next week with another one. Holla at your
I ain't
boys.
even had no beer today. Damn.
That's good. Sober up, nigga. You need it. Oh, man.